To peek into the locker room, players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And a moment to check out who the San Antonio Spurs have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. And then Friday, they'll take on Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Barnes and Sohan, your small and power forwards. Then there's Chris Paul. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie at the shooting guard. And for Philadelphia, Oubre is at the 2 with George playing the 3. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Yabusele in at the 4. Well, at this point of the season, the identity and merit of each team is becoming more and more clear, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed. I mean, we have a good understanding of who the real contenders are. But there always seems to be a dark horse team that makes a push in the second half of the season. Anything can happen.
Oubre. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. To the inside. And the ball out of play. The Sixers will have it. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They set a pick. Here's Yabusele. Maxey surveys. 6 to shoot. Rebound San Antonio. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
Thanks to their stellar defensive intensity, they registered a ton of stops in that one.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future.
That free throw misses.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
And he sinks the second. You know, even though Wembanyama's first year was a tough one for the Spurs, there's a good outlook going forward, Grant.
And that's how it should be when you've got a generational talent like Wemby. The Spurs don't need to rush things at all.
Paul with it. Guarded now by Maxey. Sohan outside. Wembanyama screen. And Sohan gets it to go.
So good at keeping his balance through contact. Sohan showing some poise right there.
Maxey against Paul. Now here's Maxey. He's guarded closely. Can't get it to fall. The Spurs have gone 1 for 3 so far. To the middle. Oh, deflected. Barnes finds Paul. To the paint. Here's Champagnie. It's hauled in by Oubre. The Sixers trailing. George for 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Maxey passes to Embiid, and here's Oubre. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Maxey against Paul. Pass to Sohan. It's hauled in by Oubre. Oubre's got 4 rebounds in the game. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, this was a big summer for the 76ers, Grant, trying to capitalize on their championship window with superstar Joel Embiid.
You're spot on, B.A. Acquiring the talent that might allow him to save himself for the home stretch. Of course, last year's playoffs, he battled heroically, but ideally, they'd like him much closer to 100% come the postseason.
And San Antonio making a change here. Collins, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Vassell comes in for Sohan. Castle's checked in for Champagnie. And it's Trey Jones in for Paul. And so Oubre nails them both.
Oubre able to get here a lot with how aggressive he is with the ball in his hand.
Jones in the post. He's guarded by Lowry. He was all alone on that one.
Doesn't have to break his momentum at all to catch the pass.
26 seconds left in the first. Up top, Lowry, defended by Jones. Pass to Martin. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it. The 76ers making a switch here.
Number 23, Eric Gordon.
Here's Castle. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Got it off in time. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. San Antonio on top, up 1. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, before we move on, what do you think about the Spurs at this point?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Here's Lowry. So on the floor for the Spurs, at forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. Castle is out there with Trey Jones, and it's Collins in at the center position. Martin a screen. Just 5 on the clock. The steal. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Defense leading to offense. I love it. Nice job reading the situation and finding a way to swipe the rock.
Castle at the line for 1.
And that one misses. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. The Spurs are great at drafting and developing, and in selecting Stephon Castle with the 4th overall pick, they've made a play on upside. He's a versatile wing defender. Shooting and his position were the question marks. Can he be a primary playmaker? Will his three-pointer prove to be reliable? Guys, we'll see, but the Spurs are very excited to bring Stephon Castle into their program.
A star talent. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Castle misses. 76ers trail by 3. Up top, Gordon. No made baskets yet. Embiid, high post. brushing off the contact inside.
Embiid, such a monster on the inside. He puts a lot of pressure on him.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And the Spurs with some changes. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Collins, and Sohan subbed in for Barnes. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Jones, the pass to Vassell. Clark, a lot of NBA pundits like to issue bold preseason predictions. I don't think you fall into that camp.
Yeah, I'm a little more measured in that regard, BA. I like to base my predictions on stuff that's real, not stuff that might be real. But I understand the need to try to speculate and anticipate. But there's so much that's unforeseen and unpredictable that it really is difficult to make guarantees or predictions with any basis in fact until some games have been played.
And San Antonio has possession. Pass to Sohan. Shot clock at 3. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
You're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his play. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
Back to Lowry. Outside Oubre. Here's Embiid. Here's Yabusele. Sohan covering. Shot from 16. Drained it for 2 points.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Martin against Vassell. Inside. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama hammers it down.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Now the court is your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear it.
And the 76ers with some changes. Paul George comes in for Joel Embiid, and it's Maxey in for Lowry. Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
Now here's Paul. He's scoreless. Paul, a screen on Martin. Back to Paul. Pass to Wembanyama. Over George. And no good, trying to use the glass. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter.
Maxey's so good at breaking it down off the dribble. Great skill.
Paul against Maxey. Right side, Wembanyama. Wembanyama powers it through inside. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Maxey passes to Oubre. 20 seconds left in the first half. Good work there as it goes. Oubre's got 6 points.
That's the way to do it. Oubre using his length inside to his advantage.
Paul for 3. Nails it from 3. And the Spurs lead by 3. Here's George. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. 1 second left. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Spurs out in front, leading by 3. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
A look here now at the 76ers. They haven't looked intimidating thus far. The hunger to improve just isn't there. That worries you. I'm starting to feel that this team needs a culture change.
Now let's take a look at this San Antonio Spurs game, which has been very competitive.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through the net, you could see their confidence growing. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So it's Philadelphia now. It's a three-point game. And for an up-and-coming San Antonio Spurs team, Grant, what's the key for them in your mind?
I'd have to say, BA, that it's patience. You know, young guys need time to develop their game and learn from experience. You can't expect people to become stars overnight.
Maxey and Oubre pair up at the 1 and the 2. Then there's Paul George. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Yabusele in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. Here's Sohan following the score by Philadelphia. Champagnie, the pass to Paul. Barnes with it. George defending. Just 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Oubre's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now here's Sohan. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Pass to Oubre. Maxey against Paul for the lead. And that's good. Maxey for 3. Maxey's got 6.
Boy, the defense was looking for something different there. Maxey kept it himself off the pick that time.
Outside Barnes. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Here's Wembanyama. Embiid covers. And in terms of assist numbers, these are the players that have stood out over the past month. 5th on the list, Chris Paul.
His teammates trust that if they get open, he will find them. They're really in a groove right now.
San Antonio shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. Free throw good, Wembanyama.
One of the most popular players in the world the moment he entered this league, Wembanyama continues to grow his fan base.
Martin, he's checked in for George. The 76ers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Paul against Maxey. Up top, Embiid. Rebounded by the Spurs.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Here's Sohan. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Pass to Oubre. Screen by Embiid. Down low. Oh, Embiid with the flush.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Out to the right wing. Wembanyama against Embiid. Wembanyama, no good.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And this will be his second trip to the free throw line.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
The Spurs making a switch here. Collins, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Keldon Johnson comes in for Sohan. Vassell, he's checked in for Barnes. And Castle subbed in for Champagny. That one misses for Oubre. The Spurs have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Drummond up top. Pass to Maxey. Over Castle. And Maxey the bucket on the assist by Drummond. Maxey's got 5 points now this quarter. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best moves. Let's go.
Lowry, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And now we'd like to bring you the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Here are this season's team leaders in blocks. Second, the Spurs.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
Spurs trail by 4. Now here's Paul. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Pass to Vassell. 3-pointer. Sinks it from distance. Vassell's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Maxey against Paul. Now here's Maxey. The D's right on him. And he makes it. Maxey's got 10.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Here's Castle. He's guarded by Lowry. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got his second basket. Maxey with it. From behind the arc. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Sixers ahead, up 1. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for San Antonio, we've got Zach Collins. Johnson is out there with Devin Vassell. Then there's Castle, and it's Jones in at the 1. Johnson uses the glass to finish the layup. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night.
I love the competitive edge Johnson plays with, scoring on the D with tenacity.
Embiid high post. Shoots over Collins. Rebound by San Antonio.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Jones finds Vassell. And here's Johnson. Vassell right side. And there's the foul. It'll go on Zach Collins. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
The Sixers trailing. And here is Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Sohan with a rebound.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Throws it up high. Oh, Wemby finishing off the lob from way up there.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Here's the pick. Outside Oubre. There's the triple. Philadelphia with another miss. Spurs lead by 3. Here's Champagny. Sohan outside. Barnes feeling it out a bit. To the wing on the left. Here's Wembanyama. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Barnes against George. That one falls. George has got his first 2 points.
And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. Confidence is what he's asking for right now. He said, quote, when it's close, we have to keep believing in ourselves. And if we don't think we can pull it out, we've already lost. So some strong words from Coach in the huddle. Back to you, Brian.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Oubre. Yes, they get the go-ahead bucket. And the 76ers lead by 1.
When they really needed it, what a shot by Kelly Oubre Jr. He's got no problem going and getting a bucket.
Wembanyama against Embiid. Double on Wembanyama. Here's Sohan. Got a hand on it. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Embiid. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The physicality of Embiid, unmatched really, yet he's so much fun to watch because he's agile, has skill and touch. Man, is he a joy to watch work.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2.
Clearly an MVP caliber talent now. Embiid continues to impress with his versatility on both ends. A man that big shouldn't be able to do the stuff that he does with the ball.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
He knows just how important these shots are, and he makes them count.
Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama double team. Champagny, pass to Sohan. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Philadelphia. 51 seconds left in the final quarter. George. The Sixers again can't hit. Now Sohan. Pass to Champagny. Now here's Barnes. Double on Wembanyama. Sohan outside. Offline with a 3.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Maxey. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And Embiid gets the double team. Oubre finds George. Knocks down the long J.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
And so it's Philadelphia with the W. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Joel, in the past, you've certainly had your critics, and you have not run from them. What are you looking to prove out there?
Just being dominant, so I want every time people hear my name, I want them to know that I'm a dominant player.
Well, you do have the ability to dominate every single night. Good luck moving forward.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Kelly Oubre.